Hello students, welcome to BioSmart Academy. So in my previous lecture, I discussed with you all some of the most important topics of biochemistry. I hope you watched that lecture. If you prepare in that way, if you prepare that topics, you will definitely going to get question from that. And in a gist, if I want to again say that, you just go through enzymes, proteins, and some metabolism parts, and then you will definitely going to get questions. Very important. So now today I will going to discuss the most important topics of cell biology. Okay, of cell biology. So cell biology is also a very important module. Okay, so what you should read in cell biology, because cell biology is huge, right? And you should focus on the most some of the topics that where you think that question definitely came from this. Okay, so I will going to discuss today all these things, right? So first, about lipid bilayer. So what you should read in lipid bilayer? Okay, so in lipid bilayer, the phospholipid part is very important. Okay, so in phospholipid part, as you know, the phosphatidylcholine, the phosphatidylserine, and the asymmetry of the phospholipid bilayer, right? All these things. And apart from that, you have to read lipid raft, because sometime they asked a very simple question from lipid raft. Okay, for example, what basically lipid raft is composed of? So basically it composed of cholesterol and sphingolipids. Okay, so you just go through this lipid raft, right? And uh, apart from this, you can look into the role of lipase, flophase, and all this. So phospholipid is the most important, and you can also go through glycolipids and sterol, but if you just look side by side, then it may be also okay, but you should go through the phospholipid part, which is very important. Next, so in the next topic, membrane proteins. Okay, you know about the membrane proteins. Okay, that is the peripheral membrane protein, integral membrane protein. Okay, you should know all these things. Okay, so you should go for the membrane protein as well. For example, they may ask a very simple question that give an example of single pass transmembrane protein. Or so basically, you know that intrinsic or integral membrane proteins are transmembrane proteins, right? So that is they can. Go through the layer. Okay, they can go through the inside the lipid bilayer, they can span the membrane bilayer, right? So the glycophorin is the simplest. So in this way you should know all these things. Okay, so and what are the major characteristics of transmembrane proteins? So you should know all this. Okay, apart from that, related to transmembrane protein, you should know hydropathy plot. Hydropathy plot. Okay, I make a video on hydropathy plot. It was already on my YouTube channel. Okay, you just go through the playlist, you will find that. So this is a hydropathy plot, very important, right? Now another one is transport protein. So you should also know about the transport protein, that you know about the carrier proteins, channel proteins. Carrier protein can be uniprot, co-transport, can be symport, antiprot, and all this. You should know about this concept. Okay, so this is about the membrane protein and transport protein. Okay, next, now the third part is came about the transport of molecules. Okay, so this is another very important, because in if I remember correctly, in one session CSI give the question that which molecule can pass through this, and it's a 4 marks. It's very easy: hydrophobic molecules, small uncharged polar molecule, large uncharged polar molecules, ions. So you should know about all this. Okay, so here you should read about the passive transport, that is simple diffusion and facilitated diffusion. And apart from this, the most important part, that is channel protein transport, right? So here channel mediated protein transport, where you have to read about the ionophores, where you have to read about the other aquaporins, right? So you have to read all this. And apart from this, the most important part is the most important part that I write here is the primary active transport. Primary active transport. Please note down all these things that I discuss here. Okay, so in primary active transport, you should know about the transport ATPases, PATPase, FATPase, and all that. About the ABC transporter, very important, ABC transporter. Okay, ABC transporter, ATP binding acid. Okay, so ATP binding acid transporter. Okay, you should know about the CFTR. Okay, CFTR, cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator, right? So you should know all these things. Okay, and apart from it, you can go through the secondary active transport as well. So this is related to the transports of the molecule. Okay, now another very important, that is exocytosis and endocytosis. Okay, I make a whole lecture series on this exocytosis and endocytosis. Please go through that. Okay, I make a lecture series on exocytosis, endocytosis, and the most important, transcytosis. Okay, many students forget that. As well as I also make a video on fate of the receptors, right? So here you have to read clathrin mediated endocytosis. That is very important. Clathrin mediated endocytosis. So out of all that, you should go through this clathrin mediated endocytosis. This is the most important part of this exocytosis and endocytosis. Remember this. So please go through these lectures. You will find lectures on my playlist, very well explained. Okay, now next, another very important, every year I think they ask question from this part, either from mitochondrial transport or either from nuclear transport. You will definitely going to get 1 4 marks question. Just note it down. Please go through the mitochondrial transport, the whole mitochondrial transport pathway. Okay, and the whole ran and all that things of the nuclear transport pathway. So in mitochondrial transport, what you have to read, right? So in mitochondrial transport, you should go through the target of mitochondrial proteins into mitochondria, and how they target the protein into intermembrane, inner membrane, all these things. And the most important, mitochondrial proteins how target into the matrix, right? So matrix, the part of the matrix target is very important in mitochondrial transport. You should know about team tom and all these things, right? And apart from that, nuclear transport you should read. They asked question from nuclear transport as well. And if you get time, if you have time in your pockets, then you should go for the paroxysm transport as well, because sometimes they ask question from paroxysm transport, right? So very important. Now next part is the, yes, another part is the transport of proteins across Golgi. Okay, so how the proteins are transported through Golgi and all those. So very important. Okay, sometimes they ask question from the part. Okay, sometimes they asked question from the modifications, right? You should know that what are the modifications basically takes place in For example, in formation of disulfide bond, attachment of sugar, protein folding, synthesis of membrane lipids, calnaxin, calreticulin in protein folding. What is the role of that proteins? Okay, so you should know all these things. And apart from that, you should know the detoxification. Very simple question you may get from the detoxification part. Okay, so you should note down all these things that I discuss here, because it's for you all. Okay, I just try to give my experience so that you can crack the examination, right? And apart from this, you should know about the clathrin coated, COP 1 coated, COP 2 coated, and all these things. Okay, so this is about the vesicle fusion, how the vesicle fuse. Very important, vesicle fusion. Please note it down. It just came in my mind. Vesicle fusion is very important. Okay, so these are important. And the most important, ECM. Just note down. You will definitely get 1 4 mark question from ECM, and it's a flat question. If you read ECM, you will going to easy. It's very easy to get a 4 marks question from get 4 marks from the ECM part. It's very easy. Okay, so what they asked about the either laminin, either fibronectin, either laminin, either fibronectin, okay, either proteoglycan. So all these things, either integrin. So you should read all these things. Either they may ask from the cadherin, okay, connexin. So you should know all these things. Okay, either desmosomes, hemidesmosomes, occluding junction types. So basically they ask very simple question from ECM, and you will definitely get 4 marks if you read it carefully. And the last part, that is cytoskeleton, it is not so important. If you have time, then you should go through it. And if you want to read from cytoskeleton, then in my point of view, you just go for the kinesin and dynein part, as well as you just look at the how basically microtubule part. You just look at the microtubule part in the cytoskeleton, the whole microtubule part. If you cover, I hope that you get question. Okay, so students, these are some important topics on cell biology. I already make a lecture on important topics on biochemistry as well. I yesterday I upload that lecture. So I hope that you will definitely going to benefit from this lecture. Okay. So in a gist, if I want to say, you will get one question. It's my prediction, right? My experience. You will get 1 marks question from ECM. Just note it down. One 4 marks question from ECM, one 4 marks question from either mitochondrial transport or nuclear transport, right? And one 4 marks question you may get from the active transport or primary active transport or from Golgi. So you will definitely going to score 3 right 4 marks question. And if you read all the things that I discussed here, then you will definitely going to correct these 3 4 marks question. So here you also get 12 marks. And I also show you that how you get 12 marks on biochemistry. So from these 2 modules only, you will going to score 24 marks if you follow all this. So we will meet on our next lecture. So till then, thank you.